Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, I am jumping on this trend very late. A lot of people did the whole Twitter pics my, Insta pics my trend all of last summer, and I wanted to do it last summer, but realistically back then I had barely any followers. So now that I've got like a good 400 followers now, who come up in the world, I thought I would do it now. So today I'm doing Twitter pics my makeup. I have all of my products ready, the ones that you picked out for me. Thank you. So I'm going to start off with the eyeballs because I want to do something like really glam and in your face and dramatic, and I don't want any fallout or anything ruining my base makeup, my foundation. So I gave you kind of like 4 eyeshadow palettes to choose from. I gave you eyeshadow palette 1 with 2 options, and I did the same for eyeshadow palette 2 with 2 options. So eyeshadow palette number 1, I gave you either Revolution and the Carmi palette, or the NYX Sugar High palette, and 67% of you said, drum roll please, the Carmi palette. I really love this palette, it's so good, it's so amazing, so thank you on that. And for eyeshadow palette number 2, I gave you the Urban Decay Beach palette, or the Too Faced Just Peaches palette, and 83% of you said Just Peaches. So we're going to go for like a pink. We're going to go with something. We're going to do something. So, for the video I'm going to concentrate on this eye and then do this eye off camera just to save myself some time and save you guys some time. But I've just gone in with a concealer to give me a base, and I'm now going to go into the Revolution and Carmi palette. And I'm just going to pick up the shade. You Do You is like a really nice matte plum shade. So I'm just going to work that in the outer corner and into my crease. The pigment of these eyeshadows are just next to nothing. But I'm just going to go into the Too Faced Just Peaches palette. I'm just going to pick up Peach Punch, which is this really like nice bright neon-y coral colour. I'm just taking it on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend that into the purple and give me a transition. Next I'm going to go into Peach Meringue, which is this really nice ivory shade. I'm just going to stick that on my brow bone and just blend it out a little bit more so it's a little bit more seamless, because at the moment we've just got like 2 really harsh bright colours going on. These 2 palettes are so good to blend and for pigmentation. You did me good here today, you did me good. I think I'm going to do like a cut crease and maybe put like this blue and green situation on my cut crease. So I'm just going to cut my crease out with a concealer that you guys chose up. I'm not going to tell you what that concealer is until later in the video. So I'm just going to cut my crease and I'll be back to fill in the crease. So look how pretty these 3 colours are. I have, oh my god, which ones do I even use? Like, which ones do I even use for this cut crease? Like, they're all so pretty. I think I'm going to go into Make Magic first and then go into Under My Spell, which is the blue. So I'm going to do the green into the blue, and then maybe You Got This, because they're all really pretty colours. Like, oh my god, this green is just everything. Oh my god. These colours are just something else. Just going to go back into that purple shade and just kind of buff out the edge, just so it's a little bit more blended. So I'm going to do all of this to the other side, and I'm going to stick some lashes on because I kind of forgot to ask you what lashes you wanted me to wear. So I'm going to do this to this eye, stick some lashes on, and I'll be right back to finish everything that needs to happen to my face. So I'm back with my lashes on and my other eyeball on. So I am now going to go on to the face makeup. So, primer. What primer did you guys want me to use? So I gave you the choice of the Revolution Blur Primer, Pore Blur Primer, or the Smashbox Pore Minimising primer. And 57% says this little guy. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimising Primer. And this is like the little travel size, because when I first bought it, I wanted to try it out, and actually I really love it. So I need to go and buy the full size. With primer, I feel like I don't need a mirror. So I'm just going to stick this on my T-zone, the centre portion of my face, and just kind of like smooth it out a little. So this will obviously minimise the look of all my large pores, because I'm no Barbie doll, and just give me like a really smooth, soft canvas for my foundation. Next is foundation. So I gave you two choices, the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation or the Laura Geller Filter Fast Foundation. So basically, do you want me to look more matte, or do you want me to look more glowy, dewy, hydrated? And 67% of you said you wanted to see me with a matte foundation. So going in with the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation. This is in the shade 110. This is actually a little bit too light for me. I should have been 120, but it works for me in the winter because I'm a vampire, a ghost. Transparent in the winter, so it blends with my skin, it fits my skin really well. I'm just going to use my damp beauty blender and just pounce that into my face. I look like the fifth member of Kiss. I look ghostly white. I don't know if it's really bad on camera, but in the viewfinder I'm looking like the fifth member of Kiss. Pale white. But for concealer, I gave you the option of the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer and the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and 67% of you said you want my concealer darker than my foundation. And the dog agrees. So this is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. This is in the shade 1. So now that my neighbour is doing his lawn, I'm sorry, I can't help that. That's just the downside at filming at the weekend. I don't like doing it. Had no choice this week. So for setting powder, I gave you the option of the Laura Geller powder or a Revolution setting powder. I didn't really give you a name because the whole name wouldn't fit. So I just said Laura Geller or Revolution, and 67% of you said Revolution. So you know what powder it is. It's the Lace Baking Powder from Revolution. So I'm going to set my entire face with this powder using a damp beauty blender, and it's just going to melt the powder into my skin so my skin doesn't look cakey. It looks more flawless and smooth and glowy and set. So now that my face is set, I'm going to go back and finish off my eyes. So I think I'm going to go in with like a green smoke underneath, just to kind of tie in the green and the blue, I think. So for that, I'm going to go into Camo, which is this really nice like camo green matte shade. For inner corner highlight on the eyes, I'm going to go into Because of You, which is this really pretty peach shimmer shade. I'm just going to stick that on the inner corner. So that is the eyes done. I have put a little bit of mascara on, but I kind of forgot to tell you that as well, because realistically I only have one mascara ever, so there wasn't really any point in me asking you. Now on to the rest of the face. So for contour, I gave you the options of the Tarte Face Shape Palette and the NYX Contour Palette, but it ended up being 50-50. So I've gone with the NYX Powder Contour Palette because it's out in alphabetical order. That's the only fair way I could think of doing it. It's 50-50. I might as well just go alphabetical order, and the first one in the alphabet was the next one. I'm just going to go into this shade here, which is a cooler tone, grey tone brown, and I'm just going to stick that in the hollows of my cheeks just to give my face some depth, some dimension, some contour. Next is bronzer. I gave you the choice of the Becca and Khloe Kardashian collaboration or the Laura Geller To Heat and Glow bronzer, and 71% of you said you went to see me use the Becca and Khloe Kardashian collaboration. This is the Best Friends Khloe and Malika palette. I'm just going to go into the Satin Matte bronzer. This is called Cocoa Bronze and it's such a pretty bronzer. This entire palette's so cute, like honestly. For blush, I gave you two options. The Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Captivating or the Milani blush in the shade Luminoso. And 71% of you said that you wanted to see the Tarte blush. Now this is a matte blush, but it's such a gorgeous peachy shade. It's so beautiful. I love peaches and corals for blushes. I gravitate towards them so much more. Next is highlight, my favourite thing ever. And I gave you the options of the Zoeva Sweet Glamour palette, which is the two blushes and the highlight, or the Laura Geller Diamond Dust highlight. But it went to 50-50 again. So again, I've gone with a choice of being alphabetical order, so that means that I'm going to go into my broken Laura Geller Diamond Dust highlighter. I am very sad. It arrived like this in the post, so technically I could have asked for it to be sent back and get a new one, but oh wow. If you know me, you know I love a blinding in your face over the top highlight, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm just going to take it on all the high points above my brow, cheeks, just everywhere that I can physically put it. And lipstick, I gave you the Bare Minerals in a pink shade, because again I couldn't tell you the shade name because it wouldn't fit in the poll, or the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA collaboration, which was a red shade. Again, couldn't tell you the name because it wouldn't fit in the poll. But that also went down to 50-50. So, like the other two items that went to 50-50, I am now going to do this as alphabetical order also, which leaves me with a bright pink lip from Bare Minerals. This is in the shade Juicy. This is a matte liquid lip. I really like their formula. I have two of these. They are super creamy, very lightweight, they don't dry your lips out, very hydrating. And this concludes the Twitter Picks My Makeup video trend from like a year ago. But hey ho, I'm always fashionably late, so it's fine. Everything that I used in this video will be listed down below for you guys. I really like how my makeup's turned out. On the viewfinder I still look scarily white, like pale, like ridiculously light. I'm still the 5th member of Kiss, but maybe that doesn't really translate on video, I don't know. But if you did like this video, then please click a thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe. If you want to see more videos where you guys pick my makeup or pick my outfits or anything like that, let me know it down below, or on Twitter or Instagram, which is also down below, with my PayPal. If you feel like you would like to support the channel in any way with donations, my PayPal is down below and you are very welcome to donate whatever you would like. It goes straight back into the channel, whether it's equipment, whether it's makeup, clothes for future content. That's where it will go to. So yeah. If you like this video, then click the thumbs up. If you don't like this video, click the thumbs down. If you would like to subscribe, make sure you hit the bell button to be notified when I upload, which is every Tuesday. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!